Yeah, it's happening. General consensus on the last video was that I do this again. So it's happening. It's gonna be a thing. I'm gonna try and do my best to blacksmith over the winter. Doesn't mean I'm gonna be very good at it, but I'm gonna try. Now, to try and be the best that I can, I'm gonna learn as much as I can before I even get started. Number one thing, safety. I was watching a video earlier today, and I realized, oh, maybe I should think about safety. That would be smart. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna watch a bunch of safety videos, and I'm going to write all the safety stuff down in my handy little handbook here. And hopefully I can be as safe as possible, and if I learn all the safety stuff, that might be a good way for me to get the layout of my workshop that I'm going to probably be in. And I still don't have really anything for blacksmithing, so I want to make sure I get all the things set beforehand. I have quite a few videos to watch. Also, one of you suggested me doing a blacksmith apprenticeship, and with where I live, I would like to do a blacksmith apprenticeship. However, with where I live, I could not find any apprenticeships within an hour of where I live, and to go much farther than that for this it'd be very difficult. And I looked within 2-hour radius of where I was, and I could not find anything for blacksmith apprenticeships. So I'm kind of on my own. I'm going to try and learn as much from videos and tutorials and all that as I can. Okay, so I've watched quite a few safety videos on blacksmithing, and I'm just going to read off all the things that I've written down from the videos that I've watched. So, wear safety glasses. Don't stare into the forge so you won't get like UV rays going right into your eyes. Wear pants, not shorts. Treat metal as hot so you won't go and burn yourself. Do not work tired, because if you work tired you could get sloppy and you could make dumb mistakes. Have a bucket of water on hand for burns. Have a fire extinguisher handy for fire. Side shields for glasses if you're going to be the type of person who still wants to wear glasses. So just make sure you have side shields for that. Don't know if they'll work with all glasses. I still need to research that. But I think I'm just going to buy myself a pair of safety glasses, and hopefully they look good enough on me, because I do also care about how I look when I'm doing this, because I care about how I look. Also, I'm going to be on YouTube, so that's pretty big. Let's see. Face shield and breathing apparatus for grinding. I don't really have a grinder, so I don't know if I'll need to worry about that. But if I do happen to get a grinder one day, I will definitely follow that. Hearing protection. That is a pretty big one, as I have learned. Also, so I can listen to stuff without it being too loud. That I can't hear what I'm trying to listen to, whether it be a book, podcast, or music or something. Do not use gloves with a grinder, because if you get a glove caught in the grinder, it could take your hand with you, and that would not be particularly good. Eye protection for welding. Already got that. First aid kit. Don't have that. I'll definitely need to get that. So much stuff I need to buy. Buckets of sand for fires. You need to clean your shop. I'll definitely have a broom handy and clean my shop afterwards. Don't be stupid. That sounds like a pretty good one. Keep your respirator in a sealed container when not in use. That's a pretty good one. Because it could be like dust particles and everything in the air. From whether you've been grinding or whatever for however long, and it could get in your respirator if it's not in a sealed container. So Leather boots. That sounds like an expensive one, and I don't know if I can afford that. I do have some leather on some shoes, which I will definitely be using, but I don't know if I can afford boots. If my YouTube channel just happens to take off, like, I'll definitely be investing in some leather boots. Do not leave flammable materials around, such as like trash or like oils and that kind of thing. I'll definitely be conscious about that. I'm going to be doing a good clean of my garage before I start on any forging or anything, even before I light the forge or anything. And I'll be doing a video on that as well, cleaning my garage, because, I mean, you want to plan it all out. Anyway, back to the list. Do not strike hardened steel. Watched a video from Alex Steele again, and showed a good reason to not strike hardened steel, because a piece could fly off on you and hit you in the leg, and that would not be good, because then you'd be bleeding all over the place. Also, do not use galvanized steel. If that's heated up, it can put off bad gases for you, and that would not be particularly good. And also posture. I'll need to learn the correct posture for when I am trying to be a blacksmith and using the hammer and everything. Because if I use the incorrect posture, it could wear out my muscles and tendons and all that kind of stuff, and that would not be particularly good for me. So, well, on to other videos. Now I need to learn I kind of know what I need to make, but I also need to know the process of actually making something, like hardening and tempering and all that. I'm not exactly sure what all that entails, so I am just now going to learn about it. Alright, it's been a little while since the last clip. I looked up actual blacksmithing classes, and I was able to find some. Problem is that they're all over like 2 days and all not on the weekend. I found one at what's it called? North House Folk School. It's within drivable range. It is out of my price range though. It's like over $600, and I mean, it'd be fantastic if I could go there and learn all about blacksmithing. It's just I don't have the budget for that, so I need to just try and learn as much on the internet as I can, which is what I've been doing. Alright, so I've been thinking, okay, what is the best way for me to go through all of this and figure out how to blacksmith? Well, I figured, well, let's start from the beginning. Grab some steel. What kind of steel do we need? So I've been researching all the different types of steel here, and it's quite a list, and I'm still going to be doing even more research just about steel, and there is a surprising amount of steel. There's like all sorts of different things added to it, different amounts of carbon and all that, but oh man. But this stuff is kind of exciting. I know I'm doing research and that sounds boring, but to me it's not really boring, because I'm learning. I mean, I know it sounds like the way school does it, it's not so interesting. But if it's something you're passionate about and you would really like to do, you have all these questions floating around in your mind, like, oh, well, what about that and that, and what is the best for this or this, and it's much more interactive when it's something you actually want to be doing, and this is making me excited. So, all right, it's been a few days since that last clip. School and work and homework and just a whole bunch of other stuff has happened since then. But I've also done a bit more research. I got the steel stuff taken care of. I feel like I know a fair amount about steel. I still going to learn more about still gonna learn more going through the actual blacksmithing process itself. But now I've moved on to tools in my research. But for now, I am at where I want my shop to be, which is the garage. And it's in my backyard. It's right where I did the Science Friday video, if you can remember, the second one. There's the van and the background there. It's turning fall, so the leaves are turning colors. And there's my dearest doggy, Shasta. He's the best. But this is gonna be the shop, hopefully. Oh, goodness. But the thing is that I need to clean. What's that noise? Oh. It's that spring making noise. I was like, is that a motor somewhere? All right, but I need to clean badly. The biggest thing that's going to be difficult for me is space, because we also have a boat and it's going to go back there. That area over there is mostly full. I might be able to cram some stuff over there, where that frame of that car is. This, not really sure if I can do anything with that. Personally, I would like the forge and the anvil to be like right where that car is, but I mean, I can't really do anything about that. And since the boat is going to be there, the only place I'm left with is right here. And I'm going to need to oh wow, that's a flat tire. I'm going to need to do a lot of cleaning in here. And one thing I do not like about the garage is the lights. They make too much noise. And also that light doesn't work. I hope to fix that at some point. I want to buy like some LED tube lights so they don't make any noise. I don't know why that one doesn't work. Maybe it's the bulbs, but I doubt it. But anyway, I have a lot of cleaning to do. And, oh yeah, those are the bins I did for the electricity episode. But I'm going to do some cleaning. Let's see. First, I want to figure out where I'm going to actually put all the things that I'm going to need. Let's see. Let's start with the forge. Where is that going to go? I was thinking about having it like right over here in this area. And then the anvil, like have it right about here. Pretty close to the door. And, not really sure about what all else. Also, one thing that isn't the best is that we don't have running water in the garage here. We don't even have a water line here. And in the winter, it's going to be kind of hard. Because I thought about running a hose from over there to the garage here. However, that's going to be kind of bad in the winter because that's going to freeze.
Next level.
Have you ever heard of plastic rusting? Here, come take a look at this. All right. So we got a plastic bag here, and there's rust on it. Look at that. I don't know if that's the actual plastic rusting or what. I'm so confused. Like, look at that. There's rust on plastic. All right, I got the area where the forge is gonna go all cleaned out. I decided not to put it there, but more over here because of the glass of the windows on that car. I don't want to damage it in any way. So I'm gonna have it go right about here, so right in line with the tires. And I shouldn't damage anything that way. And everything above it should be just fine. One thing I'm not gonna like about having it right there is that it's right next to the door, and it's gonna be very easy for all the heat to get out. And I don't particularly want that in the winter, but I don't want the forge close to the walls either because they are all made of wood. And I don't particularly want the garage to catch on fire. So it's going right there. I'd rather have a tad bit cold of a workshop than having the garage burn down. What I want to do is get a tad bit more light in here because I haven't opened this window. Actually, I don't think ever. Oh, yeah, I have never seen this window open before. So, doing firsts. Was it nailed in the corner too? Oh, there's light outside. How about that? Come on. It's nailed a tad bit too well. I need a ladder. I'm gonna need a ladder. What's a ladder? Oh, there's a ladder. Too big ladder. Too big though. So a chair will have to do. There we go. Ta-da! It's completely white on the video. That's great. I assure you there's trees out there. There we go. Let there be light. All right, we got actual trees outside, so we're doing good. All right, this is starting to feel a tad bit more open. I like this. Let's see, I moved all the shingles that were there over to there. Let's see. I'm gonna have to find out some place to put the lawnmower. That's gonna be the most difficult thing. Maybe once we get the boat in here, I can move it right where it's gonna be by the boat. But for now, I'm gonna clean out this little area here. And this engine here, it's really heavy, and I don't think I can move it. But the ground has a lot of oil on it, and I mean, it's very dry, but I still don't think that's gonna be a good thing when I'm gonna be dealing with like sparks and fire and all that. So I'm gonna have to grab a rag and clean that all up. Also, the floor is very dusty. I'm gonna have to sweep. Alrighty, I got that entire area cleaned out. Now, what I want to get all cleaned out is this just fourth of the garage here. This area looks all nice and clean. I want to take care of this wall though. I need to find out. What I'm going to try and find out is like where to put the air compressor and then the next thing I want to do is clean off that bench there. Because this is a pretty good work area right here. But then the next thing I want to do after that is gather all the tools that I have and see how that may help me in blacksmithing. I have a welder right there. There you go. You can see it. It does not have a gas tank on it. I'll need to buy one of those. I guess the lights aren't too bad. They aren't too noisy, I guess. That one light there though, I still want to get fixed. So I guess I don't really need to buy those kind of the LED lights that I wanted. But I want to get all my tools set out and then find, okay, what exactly do I need to buy and how much is it going to cost me? Because some of this stuff sounds kind of expensive. So, yeah. Well, let's get that cleaned. Okay, I got the shelf cleared off. The thing about the shelf is it's kind of jank. Half expecting this to fall down when I let go. Wow, it didn't actually fall down. I might be able to actually use this in the future. Except the supports for this are so just awful. Alright, the lawnmower right here is blocking that. You see that? See how bent that is? I don't trust that. And I would like a shelf to store some stuff on. I do have some wood, but I don't really have anything to support that wood with. Maybe. I'm making some shelves on just right on the wood on the side here. I don't have any brackets to mount them, so. Maybe once I get my blacksmithing going, I can make some brackets and then mount those pieces of wood so I can have some nice shelves. It'll be so nice when I can make stuff. Oh God, great. For now, I don't think I can really. Yeah, I don't want to trust that. Alright, so I mostly have this area clear. I think I'm going to get rid of this. I have a bucket of sand right here. I feel like that's going to be helpful for blacksmithing. But now what I'm going to do is just shove the rest of this out of here, and I'm going to sweep all through here and just get rid of all the sand and sawdust and crap. That stuff is a fire hazard. All right, well, I'm kind of proud of myself. I got all this area nice and clean, all set for a forge and anvil and all that good stuff. Now, I need to clean the rest of this. However, I can't do that as I gotta get to work. So, also, while I was cleaning out the shelf, I found this pair of goggles, and they fit over my glasses quite nicely. So, I'm gonna be using those. I've also found 2 other pairs, and those will be good for visitors if they happen to come, or other people I may have working with me to help things be easier. But, oh God, what should I do next? Stormfather. Oh yeah, I said I was going to work on that bench over there. Try and clean that area out. Yep, that's what I'm going to do next. When I get back. One thing that I forgot to mention was that yesterday I contacted a place called the Ely Folk School, and I asked them if they had any blacksmithing stuff. Because I've been told that they have some maybe blacksmithing things like an anvil and a forge. And I asked them if they had like classes and if I could be a student. And they said it is possible, however, they are not set up for that thing at the moment. They may be ready in about maybe a month or so, I believe they said. So if I'm not completely set up for forging by, well, if I'm not starting forging and stuff before then I would go check them out, maybe record there. I'd ask them to see if it's okay with them first. But I would feel like I would be able to learn quite a bit of blacksmithing and all of that kind of stuff there. But anyway, I gotta get ready for work. Alrighty, second day. Planning to, oh goodness. What did I say I was gonna do? Alright, I think I said I was gonna work on the bench over there. However, I'll be needing to clear some space for the boat in here eventually. And I would like to do that first. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clean out this area. It is currently 8:54, and I need to be to work at 11, which means I need to start getting ready for work at 10:30. So I have approximately hour and 45 minutes to do this. I wish I didn't have to sleep. Then I'd be able to work on so much more stuff. It is currently 10:20, and I need to start getting ready for work. However, I did make some fairly good progress on this back part here. I got all the wood arranged here. I'm gonna mount those sawhorses on the wall with some nails when I get some time. I got this main area here all cleaned out. So I can get the boat fit in, and hopefully the lawnmower will fit in quite nicely with that, so I'll have plenty of room over there. Let's see. Oh, I wish I had so much more time. Things like this is why I wish I didn't have to sleep and have no consequences because of it. I just, should work all the time. I'm so busy and I want to just do stuff, but I just, sleep and work and school and homework and chores and, All right, well, man. Well, I'm gonna get ready for work and then do some research. So, we end today's episode with our research from our good old handy dandy blacksmithing handbook that I am writing myself. Alright, so it has been, a week now that since I've started the beginning of this episode. So I started off with safety. Got that all taken care of. Then I moved on to types of steel. I moved through all of that. I marked down which would be good, which materials would be good for like hammers and other things such as that. And then I moved on to tools. There are quite a few tools, and I feel like the vast majority I covered in the notebook here. I have the forge, anvil, different types of hammers, tongs, all of that kind of stuff. I have 4 pages full of tools that will be helpful with blacksmithing. And I finished that one today, and then I started forging techniques today and also finished it today. I'll just run through a few quick here. There's drawing. It's drawing out, like making the metal longer and thinner. Bending the metal. Upsetting, making the metal thicker. Spreading, just making it flatter. Punching, putting a hole in it. Slitting, making a slit in it. Convenience bend, that's just like bending it temporarily to be able to hammer at something else. Twisting, that's twisting the metal. And quenching, and that's just for like cooling down the metal. At this point, maybe later today I'll work on heat treating, because that is also part of the blacksmithing process. But I don't know. I'm not sure yet. I've done quite a bit of research today, so we'll see. I'm excited about this part. I just don't want to get burnt out about it. If I get burnt out, it's going to be a while before I address this again. So I don't want to burn myself out. I apologize if you didn't like the constant time lapses of cleaning my garage. It is quite an important step to setting up my blacksmith shop. If you don't want to see it, just let me know in the comments. I won't put it on future episodes of this. By the way, this is definitely going to be a thing. I really want to do this, and other people seem to agree with me. So, yeah, I feel like this went pretty well. Hopefully I can make it all pretty in editing and everything. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to just making stuff. I love making stuff. It's a really enjoyable process. Trial and error, figuring out what you've done wrong and fixing the problem and all that kind of stuff. I really enjoy working with my hands. It's just good all around. This turned out to be much longer than I planned it on being. I made it to the length of one of my old gaming videos when I was young and did YouTube for quite a bit. I actually made it to like over half an hour. And I guess that's pretty good. Wasn't really hard with all those time lapses though. Well, I think that's pretty much everything. I'd like to thank you all for watching and being here along the ride. If you want to see more cleaning my garage, which I'm not entirely sure why you would, but I mean, it's part of making my shop. But if you want to see more of it, let me know. If you don't want to see more of it, just let me know. And I will adjust accordingly in the next video. I'll just give, yeah. But thank you all for watching. I appreciate it. See you in the next one.